Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host and Pearl Dane, the one and only master of propaganda. We're off here to a glorious 2v2 on Campbells Convoy. The war for soup never ends. In the southwest, we have Para, I'm not going to say the other half here, fighting for America, freedom, democracy, here with the 1st Armoured Division and Skillplaneenjoyer. Something tells me that might be sarcastic. Finally here for the British 7th Armoured Division, the Desert Rats. We got Armoured here with a Jeep on the way there for Para. We got Sappers and more Sappers here for Skillplaneenjoyer. Fast Jeep out here for Para. We'll be going for a second Jeep. Is the big question, I suppose, at this point, because double Jeeps have become increasingly popular. We got a Dingo there, so yeah, Rifle Squad actually, and a Dingo here, so mix of light vehicles for the Allies in the northeast, though. We got Insanedi here, and we got RA11 of RA11 fighting for the German army, the 10th Panzerdivision, 2nd and 3rd Panzergrenadier companies, respectively. First shots fired here as Para's push on the fuel point did not go the way it hoped for. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued and generous support of Propagandacast, allowing me to keep making all these videos, so big hearty thanks there, and a big wonderful thanks to those who keep liking and commenting on my videos, helps out immensely as well. So, another drive here on the fuel point. Panzers this time though have man secured, and the British attempt to disrupt this didn't quite go the way it hoped. Come on, Terrence, I told you to take no left turn at the burned out soup wreckage, but there's so many of them. Panzer is moving up, PG pushing in again here for Para. Panzer taking heavy losses here. It's a pretty hard light vehicle push here on the fuel on the north-south side here. Sappers dealing with German troops from RA11. Cadencrat Pioneers pushing forward, but lacking heavier firepower. They will get rebuffed. MD4 team for RA11 moving to assist. Insanedi around the carve point. Got the Sappers running about here. Cadencrat almost taken out here in the early game. That'd be certainly a bit painful for RA11. May still happen. Another Rifle Squad here for Para. We got the Jeep here trying to outflank the MD42. We got Panzergrenadiers from Insanedi looking to stop that. Up north, you're fighting between Sappers and Panzer Pioneer and Scouts. Ends up in the win for the Panzer Pioneer. We got the Dingo here going for the Cadencrat right as RA11 is trying to repair it. That should be a nice downing of a unit here for Mr. Skillplaneenjoyer. In fact, let's put it to his perspective. 2 Sappers, Vickers, and a Dingo. And unsurprisingly, Indian artillery, because it's really, really good, in particular in team games. Jeep here flanking the MD42. Dingo sneaking up here behind the Germans. Then again, it may want to sneak elsewhere because it's very, very damaged. Picks up the Jeep hill he's trying to, but again, seems like both sides have a slight tendency to repairing their stuff too close to the front line. Sections on the way there for Skillplaneenjoyer. Troops moving up here. Cadencrat awaiting repairs. Up north here, Rifle Squad attacking to the Panzer Pioneer. And Panzer Pioneers in general were quite tough gentlemen, similar to Falchion Pioneers. They were basically not just, engineered troops, they were also assault troops, just like, honestly, the Pioneers and Infantry Division, and so would typically consider some of the division's best troops in general. So, little fun fact there. Section done there for Skillplaneenjoyer in the south here. Dingo fixed up. Close Veterans 1 as well. Cadencrat machine gun grenadiers moving forward. Section on the way there for Skillplaneenjoyer. Vickers ripping into the Panzergrenadiers as they flank up here with the Rifle Squad. Lot of fierce fighting here so far. Rifle Squad scouts out here. Utility package on the way there for Para's men. And we got the Dingo there flanking up here. He's trying to flank, but it's rebuffed by German infantry. Cadencrat for the fuel. MD42 there in a duel with the Vickers. Unfortunately for the MD42, it's out in the open. The Vickers is in heavy cover, meaning this is going to be a nice win for Skillplaneenjoyer. Geek flanking in hard here, half H Veteran 2 up north here. Start push here by American troops against the positions of Insanedi, who's going for the 250-9. 2 thumbs up. That'll soon be equipped here. There we go with the autocannon. Mine goes off here, blowing off a few section members' feet. Sappers rushing 40 in between German positions. Cadencrat finally goes down. Armoured guy dealing with the rifle. He's trying to. Lot of pretty intense engagement here on various ends of the map. And the Dingo goes down here. Both sides losing light vehicles in rather explosive manners. Up north here, though, the 259 keeps at it. German Panzer Pioneers decide to go for the fuel point. In the south here, Jeep flanking the MD42. And it's over here to Insanedi with 2 Panzer escorts, the Panzer Pioneer and the 250-9, and a ambulance. Armored car there need repairs. Vickers setting up here now. German troops pushing forward here, pursuing the Jeep here, as Para is trying to get the Jeep away from the Germans. Ambulance up here, heavily depleted forces here from Insanedi. We'll definitely need the ambulance there. 250 moving up here. Vickers repositioning. We do have the Jeep sort of plucking about there. German troops launching an assault here on the Vickers. Armored coming in. Could get a wipe here on Skillplaneenjoyer. Will he achieve the wipe here? No. Anti-tank robs of the boys. Punch through the sidearm of the 250-9. Back here, troops enforcing healing. We got a multiple up there for Para and platoon command post for Skillplaneenjoyer. German forces are making steady progress here. Ambulance continue to run around here at the front line.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Except the 250-9, and back here we got the mechanized company, and we got a Panzer Grenadier company for RA11 with a Pack 40 on the way. The Panzerabwehrkanone 40. South side here looks like Para and Skillplaneenjoyer making ready to storm the southern ruins here and claim them from German hands. Those artifacts belong in a museum. What artifacts? What artifacts are you talking about, Helmut? I don't know. I think he's just making up Scheiße. Raven firing away there. Up north here, got the northern point with the Panzer Grenadier. Jeep still at it. We got our Armada being pushed out here as well, fast for Insanedi. So both German players are basically going for some kind of like fairly rapid anti-tank option. We got the ground out here for Para, and of course this explains why they're either going for a fast Pack or a fast Marder. And of course Para is like looking to, you know, get as much value out of his Greyhound there before it gets hit by the Marder or the Pack 40. Strafing around here though as well from Para, meaning he's gone from, I mean, he's gone for the air support center, which is a bit rare to see, but still nice to see. Almost had the info. There you go. Greyhounds get the sniping shot. They Grenadiers Panther fires on the Greyhound. Pack 40 can't shoot it. Meanwhile, 250-9 about here. Sections flanking around here. Grenadiers wiped. Looks like we're getting a tele called in the MD-42 by the British. 25-pounder gun joining in. Marder moving forwards here. Over to RA11's perspective. He's got Panzer Grenadiers out now. Thumbs up to that. Crewing and merging here with the MD-42 to keep at the front line. Ambulance accidentally moving up here. He's going to try to crew it here. Oh dear. Another MD-42 weapon this time though being pulled off by the British. Oh yes, we got strafing runs here from the Germans as RA11 has gone Luftwaffe. Not for the Falchion Pioneer would appear, but at least now for the strafing run. Brave squad, they're getting met with fierce fire as well here as they dove in too hard and get caught in the machine gun and the 250-9. Grabbing the machine gun again, and this time making off with it. Stuart light tanks now also arriving here for Skillplaneenjoyer, bringing up the number of light vehicles on the battlefield by a fair bit. Panzerjägers out here for Insanedi. And we got the 250-9 and Marder there at the ready. South side, Stuart flank up behind the German positions. Panzer Grenadier coming into the line of fire there. And further up north, Panzer Grenadiers under Insanedi's command are slowly making progress from the hill. In the ruins, sappers are busy. Got mines there from RA11. Die Schützen mean this 42. And, well, someone's not going to eat shoes anymore. More Panzers here for RA11. Guessing he is not going for Fallschirmjägers then. Bit of a shame, but oh well. Jeep then still need repairs. Greyhound being fixed up. Also note here they are relying on Para's medical station there, meaning that Skillplaneenjoyer doesn't have to build a triage center himself. Thumbs up. Good teamwork there. Panzer Grenadiers there, and we got the officers' quarters upgrade there. 2 thumbs up. Got some bit of allied air reconnaissance here. That's got to be the air support center here out of Para there, providing that. Bit of quiet for once, but we can see that that's not going to last for long as the Allies are moving up equipment and infantry here in an attempt to seize the northern hill. Recons, of course, telling them that, oh yeah, it's not particularly well defended now, is it? Moving in more troops, anti-tank guns, machine guns. Yeah, there's going to be like a big hit here around the northern hill, and then probably also trying to hit the point here, trying to like minimize these immediate support here from RA11 and hit Insanedi hard. He's also going for a mortar attack here. Thumbs up to that one. That's it. The Allied advance could perhaps be a bit faster. which is giving definite German artillery more time to zone in on them. Over here to Para. Got his own mortar hitting a mine. Up north here, fighting for the hill has begun. Again, lightly supported here. We got the 250-9 support here. Allied advanced loading forwards here. Got 394 versus 386. Good shot on the ambulance up north here. Fierce fighting for the hill. Stuart, they're moving forward, scrambling in as well there. And we got to concentrate here. The 254 out for Insanedi. 2 thumbs up. Veteran School is there for Insanedi, giving him 6-man Panzer Grenadiers amongst other things. Tilly caught in the Insanedi on the German or Allied possessions. Up north here, fighting for the hill has turned into a stalemate. Neither side really making much progress. Martyring towards the center now. Artillery called in here in the German positions of Insanedi. Ambulance being rapidly fixed up here by RA11's Pioneers. Who shoots an ambulance? Americans do, Helmut. They don't like ambulances over there. They don't? Nine. That's terrible. Yeah. Stuart's heading out here up north. 250-9 falling back. Grey and there almost took out the Panzer Pioneer, but they were able to seize the victory point here. Interesting enough, not much of a follow-up from the Allies. I think the Jeep's being dispatched now. Scott out here for Para. Section being caught with machine gun fire here. Stuart diving up here behind the flank here of RA11 now. Wider pushes, definitely giving problems here. We got strafing around there from RA11. Messing up here parts of Skillplaneenjoyer's advanced route squad there is getting mauled here. Good chance of wipe here now on Para. His... Oh, looks like he was lucky enough. Pat, though, gets hosed. In the south here, Panzer goes for the route squad. Stuart them against assist. Really, I think fairly good coordination between Para and Skillplaneenjoyer, but I do feel like at times they could be a bit more aggressive, a bit more active. But they're certainly able to, like, you know, mesh well together, which is a fairly good skill to have. Pack 40 being set up there. I feel like they missed out here by not being more aggressive overall. Maybe that's just me. Back hit reinforcing healing. No upgrades yet here for any of these. We got more rifle here for Para. Got the Gurkhas there taking hits from the machine. We do get some smoke off here. And we got the 254 here calling artillery on the American mortar. Very good there. Rifleman going, or Panzers are going for the scouts there. Considering he's got what looks to be Bredas there, that would likely indicate he's going for Italian combined arms. Could also indicate he may be going for strafing rounds himself. Over here to Skillplaneenjoyer.
Bloody bad show. The enemy have the lead.
317 versus 86. White Force being deployed here in support of an advance here on German position. Stuart flanking in here, catching RA11's flank here. Deeply exposed. Good push here by the Allies. Good push. And Sandy's looking a bit more comfortable, obviously, but if RA11 gets forced off here, this could become a massive problem there for the Germans to get back onto the field with. So we got the road here captured almost more or less by the American and British force here. Gurkhas flanking up behind here. Insanedi's possessions. Machine guns catching the Gurkhas. And there's a bit of a lack of support here, I think, from Skillplaneenjoyer, meaning there's not enough weight behind this. The Gurkhas are basically just easily targeted down here. German forces here from RA11, and we got Starstruben. 2 thumbs up. Starstruben. Meanwhile, Marderming force here shoots, misses the Greyhound. Got mortar fire raining down on the German position. Starstruben bouncing south there with a mix of MG42s and G43s, or as opposed for North Africa, G41s. The predecessor to the G43, but less good.
A victory point is being overrun.
Grenadiers are being mauled.
A strategic point.
Starstruben catching the scouts here. Stuart moving in. We got strafing runs in the midst of the Allied possessions. And of course, now remember that I need to switch to this. Again, I apologize. It's a bit of a bad habit I have. Mortar fire clearing out the machine gun, and that was RA11 there calling air support. Southside he's swimming forward, Starstruben caught. Panzer's moving up here as well. Sappers there in a bad position. Starstruben, how powerful they are, and not powerful enough to just resist, you know, being shot at by a light tank. Or for that matter, larger tanks. Panzer's being pushed back. North Hill has been claimed here, though, by German forces. South side here, things are heating up. Well, not too much. But the Allies remain focused on the center, which does bear its risks there. In particular because it does make it easy for the Germans to just set up a defense. We've got a truck on the way there for Skillplaneenjoyer. Mortars blasting away in the south. Stuart routing the Panzer Grenadier. Do we have any further tech for the Allies as of yet? Nope, besides that truck, that's really all there is at the moment. I mean, in the case of Para, I imagine he's just going to like, get a whole lot of VC8s. But Skillplaneenjoyer doesn't quite have that. There we go. It's a 10 combined arms with the Braders and quite a mix of equipment. 254s, 250s of various versions, an Opel Blitz, and 2 Marder 3s. No, this is the early Marder 3 model, which used actually a Soviet converted anti-tank gun known as the PaK-36R in German service, which is basically just a Soviet anti-tank gun converted firing PaK-40 ammunition. Fun fact, Panther 4's out here for RA11. Route Squad scouts here pushing up towards the hill here, but German forces are somewhat prepared. We got air recons again here from Para. Smoke being deployed here. Panzer forward, Panzer support himself has got Gurkhas at the ready in the ruins. Sappers moving in and being caught up by the Starstorm. And immediately Lawrence there drops dead like a sack of tea. Bags. Sappers being forward, being caught though by the MD-42 on the British command. Sappers being hampered mortar fire. Panzer Pioneer rushing in. Up north. They're still built up here from Para, but nothing further. Scott there roaming about a bit as well. We got strafing runs from RA11. Still nothing here from Insanedi. And the Sappers go down by the center. Bit of a blow there to Skillplaneenjoyer in the south, though. We got Stuarts, we got ambulances, Gurkhas, anything else we're going to counterattack here. RA11 by the southern victory point. German forces there, bit extended with only a Panther 4 here. There are certainly risks involved. In the center, though, Scott pushing back a German counterattack up north here. Route squads there pushing forwards. 250s now being pushed back, and the Marders are dangerously exposed now here. Panzers, though, taking the full hit here. But I don't think he's got snares, although he probably could have snared up at least one of those Marders. South side here, Gurkhas there, grabbing the point right before the Panther 4. German counterattack here, forcing Skillplaneenjoyer to divert forces. We got artillery caught in the PaK-40 here. Panther 4 counterattacking, 6 Panther gun moving in, and there you go. Some Aventers and the strafing run here for Insanedi. Thumbs up to that. North here, though, Para has managed to seize the northern hills, but German artillery fire is fierce and could very well be preparation for a counterattack here by Insanedi. Over to RA11 here with his mix of Starstorm and Panzer Grenadiers, and we got an ambulance out now. Thumbs up. That's actually a total of 3 ambulances in the field now. 1 for Skillplaneenjoyer, 1 for Insanedi, and 1 for RA11. That basically just leaves party there, or Para there, you know, ambulance less, which, you know, is very much in flavor with the Americans. Up north here, Panzer goes the Route Squad here, Panzer Pioneer flanking in. Heavy fighting here, Stuart, they're taking a lot of hits. Panther 4 almost knocked out, Starstorm in trouble. PaK in deep trouble, and there we go. We got a straight front here, though, from RA11 once more. PaK's about to get destroyed here with the British guns. But we got an attempt here by RA11 to capture the PaK-40 here. There we go. He's going to likely try and merge with it. Panzer's moving in here, probably trying to draw away attention. Oh, he can't do it now. He's lost one guy there. And the MD-42, I think, puts a pretty much a big halt to it here. Almost got the PaK-40 crew again. Starstorm being reinforced here by the ambulance, which, by the way, added veterans who won can reinforce things a bit faster, but also makes it cheaper to reinforce. Which, of course, when combined with this, is definitely a fair bit cheaper. Up north, the ambulance, Greyhound under fire here. Slow advance here by Paris, already pushed back here by Insanedi. The lack of any heavy armor here. In fact, Insanedi now has his panzers out. 2 thumbs up. The Panzerkampfwagen 3. Come on, Fitz! Before the American bigger panzers arrive, it's time to do some work. Marders pushing forwards here. A dashing armored assault here by Insanedi over the heights here. In the south, though, RA11 continues to be in a bit of a tangle here with Skillplaneenjoyer and the British 7th Armoured, the Desert Rats. Panzers there being mauled by the Stuart. Not looking great here for RA11 in the south. PaK-40 number 2 on the way here. Could go for another Panther 4. And we got artillery called in British positions. There we go. 254 calling a bit in, plus the mortar half track joining in. But there goes Snare on the mortar half track, blowing up the engine. Starstorm moving up. Large squad there being shot to bits out in the open and gets the mortar track. Bit of a blow there to Insanedi. Over to Para,
We're down to 200 points.
who can soon start calling in those EC8s. He's definitely setting up resources for it. North here, Panther 3 being repaired. Marder's being repositioned towards the fuel point. And meanwhile, RA11 building up again here by the East Road before pushing on the centre again. 6-pounder gun that gets off a great shot on the Panther 4. Starstorm in heavy cover, though still shot one guy. Panzer seeing an opportunity to maybe sneak up here on the southern flank of Skillplaneenjoyer's positions and goes in for the fatherland. 168 here versus 352. Got several Gurkhas out here by the way for Skillplaneenjoyer. We got the Starstorm in deep sauerkraut. They're taking a lot of fire from a lot of sources. Oh dear, he's too late, he's too late! Oh dear, he's gonna retreat now, but I think it's too late here for RA11. Quite no sight. And they drop the MD-42. He's making a run forward here. Gonna try and grab it right under RA11's nose, and he succeeds. We got artillery called in here. Still could lose the rifleman before they get off the MD-42, and there we go. At this point, you know, getting the Starstorm wipe doesn't matter because he just sacrificed 2 rifle squads then to grab the machine gun. This ends up being actually a win for the Germans. I mean, a Starstorm score for like 2 rifle squads is actually not bad at all for the Germans. Again, that's like experience being lost as well. So that was a bad call there by Para. Very bad call. Of course, we do now have Brad Pitt here arriving in his EZ8. Hey everyone, Brad Pitt's here. Brad who? Shut up! Brand was the 250-9. Panther 4 being fixed up. South side a bit quiet. We got the Sturbling up here as well. British forces advancing, got the Matilda. The Queen of the Desert there pushing forwards. Giving the Germans, I think, further of a headache here. As the Matilda was fairly heavily armoured for its time, could actually strike off a variety of shots due to the sheer armour of it. North here, though, Graham being pushed back by Panzerjägers. Marder's on the move here, though, with a Pak 36Rs, and there go EC8 gets a good shot in there. Marder's will return the favour here. Looks like might see a build from RA11 to try and flank around here. Skillplaneenjoyer, I think that'd be a smart move. Over to Skillplaneenjoyer.
The enemy have the upper hand.
And the Allies definitely need to gain some more victory points when they get the hill. That'll also be great here.
Commander, we have
Called out the Steward, by the way, here. Using the refit ability here with drone refit. Thumbs up there to Skillplaneenjoyer. It's a really, I think, what overlooked ability, but I also think very powerful ability in the right hands.
we're losing a victory
So,
point.
2 thumbs up to Skillplaneenjoyer to make use of it. Meanwhile, more Panther Thieves of Insanedi as he faces now a combined Allied onslaught here. Matildas and Sherman EC8 being brought up to deal with the Panther 3s. South side, though, we got another Panther 4 here, and now RA11's going to try and flank around here, hitting the ruins. Very good move there by RA11. As long as he doesn't allow his teammate to get up on too much there. Up north, armoured car there, boys. Still going, but may just about meet its end. Oh, he tried to grenade it there. But Insanedi, they kept moving. His Panther 3, though, ironically, might just allow the Rab squad to take it out there. I don't know. Panther 3, though, on the scene. Close veterans you want.
Giving frontline training.
And we got training on for Skillplaneenjoyer finally for his tanks. Thumbs up there. We got another Matilda on the way there. No grants for him, it would appear. Meanwhile, Panther 4's now having scoured the ruins of any American or British forces or rogue archaeologists. We're up here to assist by flanking into the German or British positions. Grenade there, the Gebaldeladnung. That machine crew's gone. Gurkhas moving up against the Panther 4s. Getting classed with the fire panzers in trouble here. More bound grenades to this time. The water crew ambulance probably should reposition as it is in a very exposed position. Panzer there being pulverized.
Commander, we have our
Meanwhile, Panther 3 hanging back here. Martyrs as well. Combined Allied push against RA11. He's quickly scattering, which if anything makes it easy to get pushed back. We got Crusaders acting out here for Skillplaneenjoyer. Guess he can't. Oh, lost actually instead of a Matilda. Panther 4 here being hit by Crusaders, Matildas, and 6-pounder guns. He taking maximum damage. Easily joining in here. RA11 takes a massive blow there as his tank is lit up like a Christmas tree in a war zone. Up north here, Panther 3 Martyrs in a bit of a hot spot as well here in the south, though. The Allied drive on RA11 continues. He's about to lose another Panther 4. We got a strafing run here, though. From this time, though, Insanedi there heading into Para's forces, but RA11's just lost both Panthers. We got another strafing run there, by the way. Heavy Luftwaffe activity here. Machine gun crew down. Over to Insanedi here, but RA11 just took massive losses. He's got a bit of infantry left. The ambulance, the pioneers, and a Pack 40. That is it. Insanedi is definitely the one now with most of the equipment here. And a decent amount of infantry too. So it's really up to Insanedi now while Ra, you know, basically rebuilds his forces. Some elite infantry, I think, could be a good idea for Ra instead of just the heavy Panzergrenadier. Love to see, though. Panther 3 ready to the Gurkhas. Panzergrenadier is advancing. Got the scouts moving up here with a light machine gun there. Oh, they got the MG42. Scouts with an MG42. That sounds like a very spicy combo. Mildly spicy, though. Kind of spicy combo, you know. Defeated someone not used to spice. Troops are being hammered by the Panther 3. Ambulance there, Veteran C2. Panzer's being hammered there. And there, go artillery fire here from the 254. Knocks out the 6-pounder gun. Good work, well, he's actually got it to ace level. Really impressive use of it there. It's one of those units that, you know, tend to get a bit overlooked, but, like, I think in the right hands is really powerful. Really cool, too. So, 2 thumbs up there. I kind of hope we get to see, like, more of these kinds of units there, because it's sort of like, you know, represent a sort of like, you know, less talked about element in, you know, warfare and co games. But anyways, Crusader here pushing 2 fine to the Pack 40 and a fresh Panther 4 from RA11. And the Crusader is down. And we got another EC8 out here for Para. We got the EC8 pushing north here. Vecchi 2 Brat Pit is on a rampage. Got the Stuckers there landing into the positions here of Skillplaneenjoyer and causing immense amounts of damage. Several casualties as well there. Fighting for the hill continues as neither Insanedi or Para they're willing to back off. That's it. There's an EC80 on its own. There's a Panther 3 and 2 Martyrs plus the Punch Jägers nearby. Para here could risk losing the EC80 if he's not careful. There he goes. Going to go for the tear gas round, I think. Didn't get it off here. Didn't get it off. Very lucky there, though, for Para. Very fortunate. In the center, though, RA11 is once more rebuffed here by the Allies. He's going for Nebelwerfers now. More rocket artillery to try and basically soften up the Allied position. Grenade assault here. Narrowly dodged by the Panzers. The Gurkhas go nuts with the Bren guns. Need to withdraw here as well before they get taken out. We got the ambulance nearby. Panzers pushing forwards. Heavy fire there on the mortar. North here, Route Squad at the ready. Got the Panther forming up here. Ambulances, Vecchi 2. Thumbs up. Nebelwerfer almost down there for RA11. Do we see any attempted armored reserves here from Insanedi? We do not. Nebelwerfer ready. The Nebelwerfer basically means, you know, fog thrower, and it's sort of like a deceptive name to like make the Allies think they're just there for like, you know, deploying smoke screens. They were initially intended for chemical warfare, but the Germans kind of never went there because they were like, if they started doing the whole chemical warfare thing, the other guys were going to be too, at which point things are going to get really nasty. So they didn't quite go that far. And primarily just fire high explosive warheads. Anyways, Nebelwerfer barraging the positions here. Direct hit on the ambulance. They're not doing too much damage. Hammering here the positions of Skillplaneenjoyer, lighting up the entire area. Creating a small localized inferno. Scott, by the way, here. Somehow still there. EC8's there being repaired. Panther 4, they need repairs. Gurkhas moving forwards here. Ambulance there continue to do good work here for Skillplaneenjoyer. Punch Jäger's counter-attacking here. Panther 4 damaged. And we got us... Oh, not a second Nebelwerfer here. Briefly thought so. No sign of additional armada here yet for RA11. Panzer there being pummeled by the Matilda. North here. Panzer's racing forwards. Ace level here. Going for the infant section. Panther 3's bringing up support here. Another needle effort for RA11 after all. Pack 4 there slamming into the Matilda's armor. Up north, the E8's overwhelming here. Insanity's positions. He wasn't ready. Martyr's moving up. They re-exposed this. They weren't going to turn around in time. Could have pushed 40. Didn't, which is very fortunate, I think, for Insanity. Might have had a chance of completely destroying one Martyr before he had a chance to fire for a single shot versus those EZ8s. Still, Panther Fleet down there is going to hurt Insanity. Over to Para here. We got 101 versus 241. And soon the Americans and the British will have a triple cap on the Germans. Definitely think a good chance for the Allies to like basically take the Germans in terms of victory points. Needle effort firing where we've got more rifling for Para. We've got positions being hammered here by immense amounts of rocket artillery across the center here. Up north here, though, we got a counterattack here by Insanity, wanting to take that hill no matter the cost. Panther Fleet's charging in, the Martyr supporting. Brad Pitt's EZ8, they're getting overwhelmed. This arm pitching around, slam through the arm, they're spalling and otherwise, causing immense amounts of damage, and his tank is down. His stunt doubles, of course, heroically haul out his unconscious body and, you know, fling him out. While, of course, they themselves consumed by the fire and flames. Rouse got almost taken out by the 8th Panzergrenadiers. EZ8 dying away there. We got Needler for fire, raking the center here. Again, 101 versus 200. And we got another Matilda here for Skillplaneenjoyer. Panther Fort Betty 2 there. 254 there with 26 kills. Rouse Squad there in trouble. E8 moving forward, catching the Panzergrenadiers here. Good shot there on the Scot here. Almost got the anti-tank here. 101 was 190. The British and Americans still beating out here the Germans. Pack 40 ambulance falling a bit back here. Close to the ace on that one, actually. There we go. Stukas are first here from Insanity. Gurkhas are getting absolutely perforated. There go Niebler for fire. Finishes them off there. Matilda's pushing forwards, but still, right now, RA11 cannot halt a double Matilda push here. That said, they could get flanked here by Insanity's Martyrs, which appears to be exactly what's going to happen. We got artillery called in here, though. Martyrs going for the flank. Panther Fleet's moving up here. Insanity sensing an opportunity. Come swinging. We got air support called in here by RA11. The Lloyd is called in. One Matilda's down as the Martyrs completely slammed through the side armor. Panzers there, they're being met with immense amounts of bullets here from counter machine guns and the Scot here. White phosphorus deployed. It's a complete scene of chaos here, an abattoir across the center here, as everything is just exploding one way or the other. Second Matilda down. A huge blow to Skillplaneenjoyer and the 7th Armoured. Meanwhile, Panzerjägers are being exposed to all manner of heavy fire there from the Americans. Panzergrenadiers pushing through here. Gurkhas in trouble. More strafing runs. More troops pinned down. An absolutely cataclysmic engagement here that saw countless tanks left burning and many men, well, deleted. 6 Panzer crew going down. Hopefully we do get a buffed anti-aircraft guns by the way with the upcoming patch here on October 4th. Meanwhile, we got another Panther Fleet in there. Going Insanity comes in charging, pushing ahead for Deutschland. The Panzerwaffe strikes. Ambulance need to get out there. Panther Fleet's dashing through. EZ8 there outmaneuvered. It's re-exposed. The Panther Fleets have the best opportunity to take out the EZ8 now. No anti-tank being crewed. Ambulance gets knocked out here. Panther Fleet's about to get knocked out as he pulls back in front of the anti-tank guns. Panther Fleet kaput. Got the ambulance. Oh, it's a 254, the 2 grenade here. Panther 4 still added. We got the ambulance hanging back here. Pack 40s also in support. We got more Niebler for fire. We got 101 versus 146 here. More artillery called in here. And I think that is the Syrian artillery there from Italian Combined Arms forcing away here. Some of Para's men there. Skillplaneenjoyer keeps up the fight here. Got 101 versus 142. EZ8 moving up here. Machine getting pummeled. Panzer moving forward. Being caught with machine gun. Airstrike called in by RA11. We got 99 versus 142 here. That was an absolutely bonkers engagement there for the center. Bonkers. And now we got Insanedi further pushing forward here. Scott going down. Easy, it's about to go down here. Almost got it there. Close call for Para. Over to Insanedi here.
Enemy forces are shaken.
142 versus 88. Panda 4 there. Veterans 1. We got loads of rockets. Ace ambulance by the way there for RA11. That's kind of impressive. Don't see those very often. Destroying the tanks. He's trying to destroy the Armadas. Punching in there. We got more strafing runs here. This time from Insanedi. Oh, he doesn't have the combined arm, so it's just a mortar half track anyways. Heavy fire here. Big ally push. Party and Para and Skillplaneenjoyer moving forwards here. Not looking great though for the allies. They got no real armor left. Except for that one easy hit that's heavily damaged, and they're running out of victory points. Got another easy hit there for Para. Right, moving forward. See, we got 142 64 here. Grenades off. Anti-tank guns moving up. We've got smoke that deployed here. Very well there by Insanedi in his 254. Rifle getting perforated and decimated by the sheer number of panzers of it present. Another Luftwaffe barrage. Mortar barrages. Just all manner of barrages. And we got another strafe gun here from RA11. Starstorm finding the field again. ECA awaiting repairs. Orange moving to the front line here. We got 142 versus 50. And there goes Stuttgart's first. Completely deletes the sappers. 142 versus 40. This does appear somewhat GG here. The allies, I feel like, don't have much of a challenge. Partly it's just also not just because they got left, but also tactically they ended up focusing on the center again and, like, you know, ignoring the sides of the map here. I think that's, like, you know, one of those mistakes they committed to here. 142 versus 24.
Points remaining. Our forces must maintain pressure.
Go, GG, well played, GG, game over, and that'll be it for this episode. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it, learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. You can also support the Propagandacast. I'm keeping all these videos by donating on PayPal or pledging by Patreon. It would help me out immensely. But as for the match itself, I mean, you know, definitely paid a bit of attention focusing on the center there. This thing should, you know, try to, again, maneuver more on the sides. And that push over the Matildas, I think, was also a bit overly aggressive. And definitely don't want to, like, be spearheading with your Matildas. That's simply more of an infantry job. If you got Matildas, the Matildas are meant to, like, you know, move behind the infantry there. But also, like, exposing the fight there to Insanedi, knowing he had Armoured was, I think, also a mistake there. So the worst mission there, I think, tactically by the Allies. They did coordinate well, but tactically, again, I think they suffered too much from tunnel invasion. The Germans also could have been more active on the flanks, though. So bit of an issue on both sides. So there you go, though. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.